Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house. And today I've got the Kershaw Asteroid here with me for a review. And as usual, we're going to analyze the look, the sound, and the feel of this guy. But first of all, let's just compare this guy up against some other budget knives. This is the offering from Boker. This is the Ellipse. This is the Ultra X Hugger. Very, very inexpensive knife and kind of decent, I have to say. This is another one. This is the Best Tech Spike, also like in the $30 range. And also, look at this. We have the Battle of the Cheap Knives, Ultra X Omen going on. And let's do it up against the Tenacious from Spyderco. So check that out. And yes, classic Spyderco PM2 and Spyderco Para 3. So very comparable in size with the PM2 actually. So this is the Kershaw Asteroid, guys, and it's a very inexpensive knife. I think $20 you can get this guy. It's very cheap. It's made in China, of course, by Kershaw. Overall length, it's 8.75 inches. The handle size is 4.5 inches long. The handles are made out of GFN, which is glass fiber mixed out with the nylon. And so it's not G10. It's a different. It has a different feeling, but it's like a hard plastic, basically. The blade size is 3.25 inches in 8CR13 MOV steel with this DLC coat going on. So overall, I mean, it's a nice knife. The price is very, very contained. Even if there's some imperfections, I can see, yes, for example, the pivot, it's not like perfectly aligned with the hole in the scales right over there. You have a tip down only dip carry pocket clip, which has it's too strong and there's not really much clip ramp over there. But for example, there's some nice chamfering going on right over here. A little bit of chamfering going on the inside liners right there. Lanyard hole, you just like they just drilled the hole right over there. There's like very, very basic standoffs with the screws, like screwing into the actual standoff. This is an assisted knife. So there's a spring mechanism on the inside, which is going to be loaded as you close the knife. You see there's some tension right over here. And it's a liner lock, basically, stainless steel liners painted in black. Very, very easy to disassemble. You have like 3 screws and you're done. The screws are flush with the handle, except for these 2 for the pocket clip, of course. It's tipped down only, which is gonna make me a little bit nervous, but it's all right. It's not reversible, it's not ambidextrous, and the blade overall, it's decently designed, guys. Like there's some minuscule jimping going on, a little bit of chamfering, like just a little bit of crowning, but not really that much. And then you have like 50% belly and straight edge up to the sharpening choil. But if you check the edge, it's not very even. Look at this, how it widens up to the tip and gets pretty thin right down here. Same thing, look at this. I mean, not ideal. And it reveals how thick behind the edge this guy is. Check this out. You see, plunge grind where it ends. You can see that the edge is not symmetric in any ways, but still you get some sharpening choil. You got the thumb stud right over here, a little bit of jimping going on for the flipper tab and jimping for the liner to disengage the lock bar. So overall, this is an okay knife. It's this sound it makes, it's this. It has some authority, guys. It's a nice clank. Very nice. And when you close it, of course, it snaps quietly. But when you open it, it has a pretty decent sound. It's not amazing, but it's decent, guys. I like that. The weight of this guy is going to be 4.3 ounces, so not too bad. When you squeeze the knife, guys, This is a huge hotspot for me. I don't know about you, but look at this. It's in the wrong position. How can you do this? I don't understand. So no, just ditch the clip and it's going to be all right, because you have a nice finger groove right over here. So the ergos are kind of all right, but just get rid of this. It should be over here, but it's not. Something that I'm not really a fan of is the billboarding, Kershaw Speed Safe, 1360 Kai patented. I mean, too much going on. Why you have to write this stuff? And also, like, you need to remind me that I have a Kershaw on the pocket clip, which is going to be showing. So, not ideal. There's a little bit of sharp edge over here because this guy is protruding, as you can see, but it's going to be helpful to disengage the lock bar. Overall, the feeling of this knife is this. Look. So very, very flexible. There's some flex to the handle, so it doesn't really feel like a solid one. There's a little bit of blade play going on right over here. Overall, it's decently put together. The scales are not perfectly aligned with the liners, and yeah, I mean, it's this guy is running on on Teflon washers. And, nonetheless, the action is, I have to say, it's a decent action. You can deploy it with, of course, like this, like a light switch. You can do push button, but because of this shape, not ideal. You can use the thumb stud and open like that. Or you can do a Spidey, kind of like a Spidey flick like this, because it's spring-loaded, so it's going to be flying open for sure. Deployment speed, therefore, is pretty fast. You don't get too much finger sore because you're going to just do light switch, and there's a little bit of jimping going on. Don't do the push button right here. The detent strength is basically, I would say, on the medium side. So not too strong and not too light. Pretty easy to deploy and decently easy to disengage the lock bar and just close it like that. So there's no, you feel a hard stop right over here, no detent ball ramp, but it's not that much. So it's very interesting. Of course, there's no like guillotine effect, no free fall action because of the probably construction, I think. So you see, you have just like nothing up to here, and then from here you start like to engage the spring, and then you have to pull it down in order for you to be able to close the blade. So overall, I mean, this guy is a decent looking one. The sound is, it's all right. The grip is, it's pretty good, I have to say, except for those two couple hotspots. But overall, it's a very nice budget knife. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.